No preseason. New staff won the Super Bowl. Aaron Rodgers had no OTAs, no minicamp, no preseason, and won the MVP. LA Rams coach Sean McVay proved it to us. The old Neanderthal ways of football off seasons is a bunch of nonsense. If you're a top veteran player, you do not need to take a snap in the preseason or a minicamp. Forget OTAs and minicamp, and that's all this is that Aaron's missing. The preseason's overrated for Aaron Rodgers. Listen, if you're going to ask players to play now 17 games at a regulated level of violence, cut back on the off-season nonsense for the veterans. Jordan Love needs the snaps. I mean, let's be honest. He needs the snaps. I mean, Andrew Brandt used to work for the Green Bay Packers. He had a tweet this morning that to me said it all. Quote, the Packers would never admit it, but they'd be fine with Aaron skipping minicamp and some training camp. When Favre stayed in Mississippi those offseason, we got to see Aaron run the team. Great evaluation period. Packers now do the same with Love. This means nothing. This is all pettiness, right? Aaron is sticking it to them, and Green Bay can then stick it to Aaron and fine him. I do think there are these moments in business, in life, in sports. They're tipping point moments. And I do think when Tom Brady went to Tampa, no preseason, won a Super Bowl, it affected two players mostly in the NFL. Two other NFC players who have to compete against him. Russell Wilson. Russell's like, timeout. Got to get me some help. If they can re-sign all these players, you got to get me some help. Seattle activated it, got him help. Gabe Jackson, new coordinator, new wide receiver, new tight end, drafted a wide receiver. And I think it affected Aaron Rodgers, who said, the hell am I doing going to OTAs and minicamp? I just won the MVP not doing it, and I'm not getting my way anyway. I mean, my team's not getting me players. We keep drafting developmental offensive line, developmental tight ends, a running back who's not going to start, a quarterback who's a prospect. So today's a defend Aaron day. And you know, this used to be called a holdout. We got to come up with a new term. Hold on is the new term. If you miss OTA and a mini camp and you're a veteran star, it's not a holdout. It's a hold on. This really isn't necessary. And by the way, new rule. New rule number 3 on this show. Maybe it's 4. Joy's keeping count. If you're the MVP and the team drafts your replacement, you can sit out minicamp. Let the new kid get the reps. Joy with the news.
No. Turn on the news. This is the Herdline News.
I don't know how good of a job I am doing of keeping track of the rules.
We have 3 or 4.
We have a few of them.
Daniel Jones, we will know by Thanksgiving.
That's 1.
Don't criticize Aaron Rodgers if he loses a shootout to Tom Brady.
2.
I don't know the third. The third one is, if you're the MVP and a team drafts your replacement, you can sit out minicamp.
That's 4. 3 is that you said you weren't going to move again, which no one believes. Although, I will say the process of getting the house redone might...
Signals a change in Uncle Colin's world.
You might set some roots in here in Los Angeles in that new home. So Knicks head coach Tom Thibodeau has been named this season's Coach of the Year. Yeah. It is his first year with the team, and he improved the Knicks' regular season record by 20 wins and led them to the playoffs for the first time in 8 years. Yeah. It was a close race between him and Suns head coach Monty Williams, who actually received 2 more first-place votes, but Thibs edged out Williams due to total points because of several more second-place votes. So this is the second time he's won Coach of the Year. It was his first year with the Bulls in 2011. He won as well, and he's the first person to be named NBA Coach of the Year in his first season as head coach with 2 different teams.
Can I give a new award? NBA Coach of the Year after March 1st is Nate McMillan. Nate McMillan goes to Atlanta, and they suddenly play a little bit of defense. You got to give them credit now. Atlanta was kind of underachieving. Nobody talked about it. We don't pay attention to Atlanta in the NBA. Since he got to Atlanta, the Hawks are a different basketball team. Now, I know that's not going to beat Tibbs in New York and what he did, but Nate McMillan, tip of the cap, a late season replacement, has done a great job for the Hawks.
He's done an amazing job with the Hawks. So Thibodeau was 1, Monty Williams was 2, Quinn Snyder was 3 with the Jazz, Doc Rivers was 4, and Nate McMillan was actually in 5th place with the voting. But Thibodeau
I'm glad
won by
he got
11
votes.
points. Yeah, he did. Now, a lot of people were upset about Monty, and Monty did win the NFL Coaches Association Coach of the Year. He improved the Suns by 17 wins this season and their first playoff appearance since 2010. But, it was close. Like, I think Thibodeau is a deserving winner of this.
He actually gave the team a soul for the first time in 20 years.
And it's a regular season award, too,
Yeah.
which is why they should just award it as soon as this season is over.
Yeah.
So Luka Doncic is eligible for a max extension with the Mavs this offseason, and he was not subtle about his future when he was asked if he'll be taking it.
Luka, you'll be eligible, assuming the All-NBA thing works out, you'll be eligible for the rookie Supermax extension. Is that something you intend on signing? Does that go without saying?
I think you know the answer.
Dealer's choice, Skylar.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I think you know the answer.
So not a direct answer, but obviously it's a 5-year extension projected at $201.5 million. He is the star there. Yes, he's going to take that extension.
Yeah, the pressure is on Mark Cuban, not Luka. Luka's established himself as a all-time great at 22. Mark Cuban has got to get him a 2. The GM, Don Nelson, has to get him a 2. They couldn't do it with Dirk. Now, they won a title, so they deserve credit. They patchworked it together, an older Jason Kidd. But it is, don't waste it on the draft. We said this yesterday. Don't get him draft picks. This kid's 22. He plays like he's 28. Get him a star now. Go get him a star.
We've clearly seen how you build in the NBA if you want to be a successful franchise winning championships. Now, you can be consistent building through the draft and having a system and all those things, but that's not what you want to do with Luka at 22, who's an offensive machine. I think that they put together a nice squad, and I think they're still obviously a few steps away, but they've got to lean into it. They got to get him another star. That's all there is to it.
Yeah.
He's been unbelievable, and he was carrying that team, and he deserves an extension, and I'm looking forward to watching him in the rest of his career.
Yeah.
So LeBron's season is over, but he has not moved on yet. He posted a video on Instagram from Gladiator, a clip from Gladiator, one of my favorite movies, top 5 favorite movie, with Russell Crowe's character saying, "I will have my vengeance in this life or the next." If you haven't seen it, I can't do it. He does.
I've never seen it. No, I know it's the best movie I've never seen. I'm sorry, I've never seen the movie.
I don't know if you guys could hear Ryan yelling behind me.
I've never seen it. It's the only great movie.
I'm stunned.
I didn't see. There's another great.
You've also never seen Remember the Titans.
Didn't see Remember the Titans. Did not see. What is this called again? Braveheart. What is it called? What is it called? What is
Gladiator.
it called? Gladiators. Yeah, I've never seen.
No, not Gladiators. Gladiator. Gladiator. One.
It's funny because I've seen like 9 Russell Crowe movies.
This is his best movie.
I know. It's crazy. Listen, I'm a very busy guy. Got a lot of kids. I can't see all these movies.
Work it in, Colin. This is a great movie, but it's a very influential line in the movie. I'm not going to spoil it for you, but this is a very important line. Anyway, so LeBron is basically saying that he's going to be back full speed. It'll be his 19th season in the NBA. Of course, he's played in 1,577 career games, both regular season and postseason. So he's played 267 career playoff games, including the play-in game this year.
Ryan can't stop looking at me. I didn't see any of the Karate Kid movies either. I didn't see those movies. Those were real popular.
Is it fine?
I didn't see any of the Karate Kid
I
movies.
didn't see the first Karate Kid.
Didn't see any of them. I didn't see Gladiator. What was the other one? I didn't.
Remember the Titans.
Remember the Titans? Did not see that.
You would really enjoy Remember the Titans because you're a crier.
Occasionally.
You are a crier. It's okay. I'm a crier too.
I'm gonna cry at Gladiator.
No. I don't think you'll cry. I might have cried at Gladiator, but I don't think you'll cry in Gladiator. You'll cry for Remember the Titans though. Nobody watches Remember the Titans and doesn't cry.
Isn't Denzel in that one?
Yes.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of his movies too. It's funny.
Yeah, I mean it's an amazing movie.
I saw that airplane movie he was in. I didn't like that one.
Airplane movie.
Denzel was airplane movie. Flight. I didn't like that. I've watched all those. It's funny. I'm watching all these guys' movies, just not the good ones.
Yeah, it's a strange strategy. You've never seen Training Day either, huh?
No, I've never seen that one. Listen, I like documentaries and independent films and weird stuff.
Yeah, stop watching the weird stuff. The documentaries are great. You can keep watching those.
Love documentaries.
Just work in Remember the Titans, Gladiator.
I apologize to America.
Training Day is a must.
All right.
Yeah.
My kids are watching a thing now on Netflix. It's called Money Heist or something.
Yeah.
Oh, my daughter and my son
My niece loves that show.
They cannot. I mean, my
It's
daughter.
supposed to be a really good show. Everyone I know who's seen it really likes it.
If she takes a master's, she'll do a thesis on Money Heist. My kids can't get enough of it.
Yeah. It's supposed to be a great show.
All right. Enjoy with the news.
Well, that's the news.
And thanks for stopping by.
The Herd Lie News.
Chris Broussard, Fox Sports, brought to you by Mercedes-Benz, the best